This is Friend or Foe, a Minecraft server where 4 players have 10 lives. Every time you die, you lose a life. This episode, I plan to loot another fortress, along with getting a maxed out enchantment table set up. I will then venture out in search for a mushroom biome. This will help me get an infinite suspicious stew. So will I be able to complete all my goals without dying? Stick around to find out. So, in the next session I logged onto the server and began making my way to the surface. Once there, I began to collect some sugarcane. I then set sail, hoping to find something interesting. Along the way, I gathered some sugarcane. Along with some food and some leather. I then once again set sail. After a bit of travelling, I managed to find a ruined portal. Inside the chest, I managed to find a golden apple, which is really good since you couldn't craft any on the server. I then filled in the portal and lit it. I then crafted a chest in order to deposit all my items. I also crafted a bed in case I died, so I was able to set my spawn point. So then after I cooked some food, I was able to venture into the Nether. But just before that, I couldn't forget to gather the gold blocks. Now it was time to enter the Nether. I had managed to spawn inside a fortress. This was amazing because I can now get items such as nether wart and blaze rods. 2 of the items needed to make potions. Now that I had found that nether wart in the chest, it was time to locate the blaze spawners. Now that I had found the blaze spawner, it was time to battle some blazes. I have to be careful here. One wrong move and I'll be down to 9 lives. Now that I collected enough blaze rods, I can now return back to the overworld. It was now time for me to return to spawn. Whilst on the way, I collected more sugarcane and leather. I now started to dig out a secret location for a base. I then began to set out the foundations. I then mined out a room to place my nether wood. And I mined another room in order to place my enchantment table. Once I set in my base, I will then venture to my portal in order to grab some netherrack, which I would need in order to build an XP farm. So then I started to mine netherrack until I had enough. Once I got enough netherrack, I began to craft the rest of the resources I would need for the farm. I then went out on boat to find a suitable location for the farm. Once I'd found a suitable location, I began to build. I hope you enjoy the somewhat made montage. I had now finished the farm and it worked brilliantly. I began to gather some levels in order to get level 30 enchantments on my armor and tools. Now that I had enough levels, I began to enchant. I had managed to get some decent enchantments, so I set up a brewing room. And I brewed some strength. Later that day I went to meet up with my teammate, but unfortunately they drowned in front of my eyes. I then showed them my base. And then we went our separate ways, with me in search of a mushroom biome. After a long while of searching, I finally found them. So I then mined up as many mushrooms as I could, so I could have infinite suspicious stew. Since on this server, golden apples aren't craftable. With that, I logged off the server satisfied.